Welcome back, love. Yesterday we named a truth that can feel both relieving and tender. You didn't lose your voice, it was taught out of you. Not all silencing happens through force. Sometimes it happens through repetition, through being misunderstood, interrupted, dismissed, or corrected until speaking no longer feels safe. And when your voice was taught out of you, something else often went with it: your trust in yourself. You learned that listening outward was safer than listening inward, that staying quiet kept connection, that questioning yourself felt less risky than questioning what didn't feel right. This was a child learning how to belong. So, if trusting yourself feels hard now, if you second guess your feelings, if you wonder whether your reactions are too much or wrong, it means your system learned that safety lived outside of you for a long time. Today, we're planting a seed for creating the conditions where trust can return. Because self trust doesn't come from convincing, it comes from safety, consistency, and permission. And as emotional safety begins to grow, your body remembers something quietly powerful. It remembers, I can listen to myself now. I can stay with my truth. I don't have to abandon myself to stay connected. That's where we're going today, together. It's about understanding why your body learned to hold it back and how safety, not pressure, is what brings truth back online. So if you've ever swallowed your words or softened your truth, or learned that being quiet felt safer than being real, you're in the right place. Let's begin. Most people believe they don't trust themselves because something is wrong with them. But what actually happened is this: at some point, noticing became unsafe. Noticing led to conflict, correction, withdrawal, being misunderstood, or being told that you were wrong. So your nervous system did what it's designed to do. It adapted. It didn't erase your instincts. It just quieted them. That's not a flaw. It's intelligence. So when someone says, "Oh, I don't trust myself," what they usually mean is, listening to myself once had consequences. Their body learned not to notice too much, not to feel too deeply, not to say it out loud. This is why rebuilding trust is not about confidence. It's about safety. And the biggest misconception, the part most people get wrong, is rebuilding self trust doesn't start with making better decisions or setting boundaries. It doesn't start with confronting people or being brave. It starts with something much smaller. It starts with letting yourself notice without acting. Noticing without consequences is how trust is rebuilt. So let's say you're having a conversation and something feels a bit off. Your old pattern might be, "Oh, I'm overthinking this," or it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Let's just move on. Noticing as a new pattern could be, "Hmm, something shifted in my body. I don't need to explain it. I don't need to decide anything yet." And that's it. No action required. Noticing is defined by three things: It's descriptive, not interpretive. Something shifted, not what it means, not why. 2, it stays internal. There's no external action, no explanation, and no performance. And number 3 is it preserves choice. Nothing is forced. Nothing is concluded. That moment tells your nervous system noticing is safe. Noticing only becomes unsafe when the nervous system believes it must act. That belief is why instincts went quiet in the first place, because it once led to conflict, or to punishment, or to lost connection. The body learned not to notice unless you're ready to deal with the consequences. So, part of rebuilding trust is teaching the body a new rule. Noticing does not mean responding. You're allowed to notice discomfort, attraction, contraction, hesitation, without doing anything at all. Noticing is awareness. Responding is a choice. Trust is rebuilt in the space between the two, and that is how safety is restored. Action can come later when it's chosen, not compelled. This week isn't about fixing yourself. It's not about being more intuitive, and it's not about courage. It's about rebuilding the most basic trust that you're allowed to feel what you feel without losing safety or connection. This week, I want to offer you a question, not to solve, not to answer right away, just to carry with you. What do you do before you decide what to do? See if you can notice what shows up in your body before your mind jumps in with explanations or plans or any fixes. You don't have to change anything. Just notice. Before we end, I want you to hear this. You were never broken. You were adapting. Your silence made sense. Your strength made sense. Your avoidance made sense. And now, you're not being asked to undo yourself. You're being invited to come back to yourself at a pace your body can trust. Emotional strength isn't forcing your way forward. It's knowing when to pause, when to soften, when to listen inward again. If anything you heard today stirred something tender, let that be enough for now. You don't have to fix it. You don't have to act on it. You don't have to go digging. Just notice what it felt like to be with yourself without judgment. That's where self-trust begins. And every time you choose presence over pressure, honesty over performance, and safety over survival, you're already healing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your courage. And thank you for letting yourself be seen, even if only by yourself today.